Did you notice I was stepping here? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped. Okay. Now, when I go into rubble, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have to step on it. And I'm going to have to test how stable it is and probably move some stuff around, okay? And I'm going to be doing this with my feet, right? Now, in the good old days without shoes, we got a lot of information from our feet. We just didn't like some of it. It hurt. But now we have shoes, and we can actually move stuff around and find a safe place. But there is one drawback. Many of us, especially older individuals who have diabetes, will suffer from peripheral neuropathy. They have numbness in areas of their feet, okay? So as if that's not bad enough. So they could step out and not feel what is under the foot. There are many cases of people stepping on nails, going through their feet. They don't feel it, huh? The other thing is, the blood sugar levels can weaken the bones to where if you step forcefully, you can actually break a bone in your feet. Well, that's not the kind of problem that we want to have people dealing with going through the rubble, okay? So, we've got to figure out our outposts, our feet, sending back reliable information, okay? We do that pretty simply. I reach out and I touch my toe, okay? And I feel the toe and the shoe and the sock, okay? Those are still alive. I come over to the side, I feel it. I feel the heel, I feel the other side. I do the same thing with this foot. Now, in a way, I'm also strengthening my ankle, okay? Strength is good. We rely on strength in modern times. Sometimes we don't rely on balance enough, but strength is important, but we are getting information from the outpost about what we're able to handle, and that's vital, even more vital than a little strength sometimes. Okay, I've tested this, okay. In the Tai Chi fall prevention, accident prevention world, that's called the empty step. It's empty, right? But it's where I'm going to step. If I'm out here in the rubble, I step on these things, I don't like the feel of that one. I move over, there's a rock under it, okay. Now I've cleared it off to where I have someplace where I can step reliably. But you may notice I just have one, huh? How am I going to do the next one? Big question, okay. At that point, I go to a really amazing technique that is part of Tai Chi, and that is called hold the ball, because that's kind of what it looks like, okay. If I step out here, and that's safe, and then I have to take another step, really the only place I can step is about there, and I don't want to step there, okay? I'm on a board, I'm on loose paper. That is not a reliable place to step. But how am I going to step over here? That could be just as bad, right? I haven't tested it, okay? So, how do I get out to here in a situation where I can turn and test in any direction and find another place that's safe? Okay, that's hold the ball, and you see how critical that is. How else are you going to get through this? What I do as I go out, and as I go out, I sweep my arms up to this position. Now, if you'll notice, when I do this, my momentum of going out has been neutralized. If I didn't sweep the arms up, I just go right on over. But I neutralize that, and I'm holding my balance, huh? On one foot with a stabilizing toe, I can literally turn and I can step in almost any direction. So from here I can, what about here? No, look at that. I got another rock under there, okay? I'll come over this way. Okay, I can get that together. Oh my gosh, I might have to go all the way back. From hold the ball, you have a stable foundation to test the ground and make your next safe step. Without it, you're gambling, okay? So hold the ball is critical. In practicing, without all this stuff, we would go like this and turn and step over here and then come back this way and just kind of dance around. There's a suspicion that they may have invented the waltz. That's what it looks like, isn't it? Huh? But it has a real functionality if you're trying to get out of the village and the place is covered with debris and you don't want to step on broken glass or old swords or whatever you might run into, okay? So that's hold the ball. Now, let's say I've done an empty step, I've held the ball, I've gotten out, I've gone down, I've picked up what it is that I want to take, okay? So now I have something in my hands here, some ancient document, whatever, and I need to go across some relatively clear ground, huh? But I have a problem. If I'm carrying something, I'm not going to see in detail what's going on the ground, huh? And there's a lot of cracks that we miss just walking, but you get a storm-torn area and you get broken glass and you can have hazards there that you're not going to see out here, but they will be very real when they get under here, okay? So what you need is a safety element built into the way you walk, okay? Now the way we get tripped is we'll take a step, we bring the other one up even, and we go over, okay? Here's a crack. One hits it, the other one hits it, and I'm gone. Okay? In a procedure called the follow step, you never do that, whether you're carrying anything or not. Every time you stop, you drop the back foot even with your heel, and you kind of shift your weight back on it, okay? From here, I'm not going to trip over something going forward. I can go sideways. I'm here, I can go this way, I can go back, I can go over whatever was there, huh? I've trained my students to do this, and they have literally quit falling on anything they trip, because it just doesn't happen. They come up here and stop, they just get out of it. And that's huge, not just for old people or people in the rubble. The other thing, if you get hit by wind, you're going to need that stability, right? And you sacrifice so much this way, okay? And we've done that all our lives. So this has to be a reflex that you develop. Okay, the follow step, okay? Now you noticed when I was testing, I would go out like this, okay? Let me show you the excellent engineering in certain Tai Chi moves, huh, that we need to adopt simply because they are so much safer, okay? If I step out and I catch myself and I'm like this, okay, what's going to happen is I will go in like this, okay, and I really won't be harmed. I can turn my head, I can kind of catch it on my shoulder. I can absorb a lot of force there, okay? And if it's down here, it's not a big deal, huh? But that's not what we do. If I lose my balance, I put my hand out this way, and when it hits, it breaks my wrist. And emergency rooms are absolutely full of people who've caught themselves and broken their wrists. If they had gone this way instead of this way, it would make all the difference, okay?